5, 3, 2, 1. All right, we're live video and audio. Give me 2 seconds. All right. So I'll do 3, 2, 1. Or let's do mic checks. Red.
Check.
Orange.
Mic check.
Yellow.
Check, check.
Blue.
I'm blue.
All right, we're good to go. I'm gonna put the music on. I was like, fuck, what's my color?
I had a look too. I was like, wait a minute, the fuck am I?
All right. 3.
I'm a big fan of the sweet action.
I like a sweet action as well.
I'm actually gonna mix mines with the lime Rita because I'm fucking sad like that. So
Okay.
Oh.
Let us know what that tastes like.
okay, hold on.
Because
It tastes like desperation, but it's good.
Yeah, big talking brewskis. Marissa Smith is who you see. Water cooler combo in here. Crack the cold one, we're on the air. Big talking brewskis. Marissa
Hey
Smith is who
guys,
you see. Water cooler
happy Friday. This is Big Talking Brewskis. I'm Marissa Smith. I've got Rodney Daniels with me.
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
I've got Gregory W. Hall with me.
What's up, people?
And I've got Catherine Henson with me.
that's my name.
That is her name. So Gregory, how have you been?
I've been good. I'm actually doing better now since I mixed this lime Rita and this sweet action together.
That's a sweet Rita.
Yes, sweet Rita. That sounds like a chick I once fucked back in the day.
Or it's a lemon action.
That's back
Lemon action.
back in 2005. Sweet Rita from the 16th Street Projects in Jersey City.
That was a sweet Rita.
But I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah. Anything fun you do this week, or you're looking forward to for Labor Day weekend?
I'm looking, getting up, doing shows and sleeping and everything. I feel bad because when I got the message, like, oh, what are we going to talk about? I was like, I have nothing. I have shit. But the only thing I could think of, because obviously the big elephant in the room was the whole Louis C.K. thing.
Right.
And I just been using the whole Louis C.K. thing to my benefit because I'm a narcissist. So I just been like blasting all over social media, like, listen, I won't pull my dick out. So book me. Because you don't have to worry about me masturbating in front of anybody because that's my me time.
Right. But like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about? Well, that's Rodney was booking the show. It's like,
It's like actually it's a requirement for you to masturbate in front of Rodney.
yeah.
No, I keep it all together, okay? My material is very raunchy, but you're not going to see Rodney pulling no penises out.
Ronnie, that's
But if
listen,
somebody wants to pull a dick out in front of
That's
you,
what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
you need some help? You need some help? Like,
it's like, let me
What you
unzip that
got?
for you. You look like you're having trouble with your button.
Your zipper's stuck.
Unleash the beast.
have you ever had the stranger?
But like, what do you guys feel about this Louis C.K. thing? Like, do you feel like he's back too soon? Do you think that it's been an adequate amount of time?
I think he should have took a little bit more time off. But I mean, I don't think. Here's the thing. He should have took more time off. But if you really think about it, it's not so much of a time frame because if this would have happened, say like 20 years ago, right? He could have been doing stand up literally the very next week because there was no internet. I feel like because of the internet and social media, everything has like a magnifying glass on it. And everybody has their opinions, so he should have waited just a little bit longer. But I mean, Michael Jackson got accused for touching little boys, and that nigga released a song, and like the next week, and R. Kelly pissed on a girl, and he put out "Step in the Name of Love," and we forgot about that shit in 5 minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So then what's the adequate amount of time you feel like in this like social media age? Where's like the point where you feel like people would have forgotten about it?
He should have waited like at least like 2 years. Like he got enough money to sit on.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, look, you're lucky it wasn't me. Like you lucky I'm not a creep because I'd have waited like 10 minutes. Like fuck that, I'm about to get on stage and talk about this shit.
I mean, that's what it is for me, actually. I don't think there's like any amount of time. I think I'm about transparency. And if he decided to write material about this and get up and say something about it, I'm more prone to being like, yeah, let him just face the music and people can say fuck him or not, you know?
Right.
From there. Right. And like, because that's what's happened at this point. We're not denying it. I mean, David Letterman, he had a whole incident where I think he had an affair with one of his interns.
Right.
And he got on national television on his show, and he apologized very sincerely. Was like, "This is what happened. This is who I've hurt. This is what's going on, and now I'm going to move on and do my show, and you can either watch it or not."
Right.
And that I appreciate. So, you know, I don't think there's like any set rules for something like this because, you know, I mean, this is one of the first, I guess, like comedians who is like jerking off in front of people. He didn't rape somebody, but he's jerking off in front of people. So how can we know what the rules are for when he gets to have a career again, if he gets to have a career again?
Well, he's gonna have a career.
Well, yeah, without a doubt,
because he's white. But because let Kevin Hart whip his dick out.
Well,
and he was locking people up and jerking off.
He'd be on trial right now.
So, like, now you bring up a valid point because, like, you've mentioned Michael Jackson, you've mentioned R. Kelly,
right?
And then was there someone else other than Michael Jackson?
Well, you just said Kevin Hart, but Kevin Hart's going through.
Well, he was being extorted.
He was being extorted. That's
different.
Yeah, that was different.
But like Kevin Hart and R. Kelly. But like, did you mention another?
No.
Okay, so now that I think is interesting because to your point, both of these men had careers while they were going through this. Michael Jackson, I think, is a different case because he was just like. He's a fucking unicorn, like, you know. But with R. Kelly, I feel like the reason why he's able to still have a sex cult and still be, you know, a sexual abuser is because his victims are black women and that people don't really care about what happens to black women.
I agree with you 100% with that.
But, like, you know, like, literally, like, Harvey Weinstein, he's, you know, his career is going to be over.
Yeah. It's over.
You know, it's safely, we can say his career is going to be over.
He might just kill himself. Like, he is done.
And he's been doing this for decades.
Yeah.
But I feel like R. Kelly peed on an underage girl. Everybody knows about it. Mm-hmm. He's running a sex cult. Everybody knows about it. But his victims are black women, and so nobody cares about it.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. It's like you'll hear, it's kind of like goes back to that, you know, thing where when a white child gets missing, the entire country loses their shit. But there's like thousands and thousands and thousands of young black kids that go missing every day. No one talks about it. Like, no one gives a shit.
Here we go.
But what the fuck?
We're just re-upping, okay? Yeah. Things are starting mad heavy. I'm like, God, let me just
some shit. But yeah, like it's you know, I totally agree because it's like here's the thing about R. Kelly, which is crazy. Everybody knows his first album, 12 Play, classic. Now knowing what we know and the fact that we know he was with Aaliyah. I'm like, this sounds creepy.
When you listen to it.
Like, it sounds mad creepy because he was with Aaliyah at the time and she was 15. So, like, when you hear songs like Bump and Grind and Your Body's Calling Me, you're like, he's singing to a 15-year-old. What the fuck?
I mean, I don't know what one of my favorite musical artists is a man named Gary Glitter, and he did glam rock in the 70s. Actually, like at basketball games, you know that song? Dun, dun, hey. Yeah. Okay, that's his song. He is a convicted pedophile, and one of his most famous songs is called "Do You Want to Touch Me?" and it's really good glam rock music. You know what I mean? And then that comes down to that like whole debate that we all go through. It's like, can you separate the artist from the art? Yeah, and the criminal. You know, whatever. And it's like. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes you just don't fucking want to, right? Like, I want to listen to those songs.
Yeah, and that's
I know.
Yeah, that's the most upsetting part.
When Let Name of Love comes on, I swear.
You're like, yo, fuck R. Kelly, but god damn it, he made Fiesta remix with Jay-Z, and that song is fucking lit. I want to dance to Fiesta remix when it comes on.
I don't want to find a new karaoke song.
It's like now you gotta listen to it in private and shit. You're like, hey, what you listen to on your Spotify, man? Mind your business, man. Shut mind your business, right? Don't worry about what I'm doing.
I'm listening to Cardi B. So now, Catherine. Do you know any useful ways to use garlic?
I like now we're going to transition from a serious topic to a more serious topic. Yeast.
Yes.
Everyone.
Oh shit.
Welcome to women. Well, here's the thing. So when I got here today, I was locked out, and one of the reasons I had to go to the bathroom so bad was because I've got a piece of garlic about this big shoved up my pussy, and I was on my way here, and it started coming out.
Okay.
So it was like in the hole, and this is why. Don't look at me like this.
Okay, no, I'm listening.
Okay. Yeah.
He's like, oh my god, vagina.
Well, I just need the men to stop and really listen. Okay.
I'm listening.
About yeast.
No,
all right?
I'm listening.
Well, no, see, I don't. It's been very warm out, right? And here's my next, sort of thing. Can bad sex just give you yeast if it was really bad?
I think
like
if it's-
emotional yeast and then physical yeast.
I think that if he is so I feel like there are some guys that if they're not necessarily clean, or if they have conflicting bacteria, because
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. I feel like and it goes with whether or not I like the way they smell. If I don't like the way a guy smells, something about their dick doesn't work with me.
that
Even
makes
with a
sense.
condom or whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm like, or whatever, I guess something.
Yeah.
But if I like the way they smell, it's all fine. Here's the thing. So if I feel like it might be getting weird down there,
Yeah.
I usually am like, I'm just going to put some garlic in there and, be a preventive measure. And it's worked. It has worked. I mean, it's I've done yogurt. I've done garlic. I've done clove oil. When you're opening all the cupboards and trying to find what you have left.
I stick in my pussy.
But when you're trying to cook dinner, you're like, anything that's just left in here, that's what I'll put in my vagina.
Never a cinnamon stick.
No, incident. It smells fine. Okay, but here's the funny thing about the garlic. So when it's in there, you actually taste it all day.
Really?
Yeah, because there's something about your vagina that's connected. I'm not a doctor, but to your, taste buds. I like how you were very talkative earlier, and now you're just very quiet.
I'm not.
Gregory.
This is very interesting to me.
This is like, wait,
And you're looking at me like I don't know what this is. That's
Well, no,
sitting next to me.
this is very intriguing.
Garlic. Do I sort of smell it comes out in your pores. But anyway, garlic fights yeast. So generally I'm like, maybe it's yeast. Because, has your pussy stopped sweating all summer?
No.
No, all
No.
summer long.
Yeah.
Then you couple that with some gross,
Pussy sweat.
whatever
Yeah.
that thing was that I let touch me.
I've just been
And then-
wearing like old school cotton grandma panties when it gets really really hot, because then because I feel like when you start wearing the fancy shit, then
yeah.
you can't in this heat. So you just need
Yeah,
the
sweat stained pussy.
you just need the
does
old
it drip all the way down your
fashioned-
leg?
No, it's just always moist,
yeah.
but not wet. You're
Like,
oh yeah,
oh,
you're
yeah.
wet, baby, but more oh god, it's just not. It's
It's like, wait, am I having my period or am I sweating?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, all summer long.
Yeah.
and then that fosters shit like yeast.
Yeah,
and
you
then-
can't wear tight pants in this. That's why, all
Yeah.
summer it's just dresses, skirts, whatever. Because you wear the tight jeans or
Ugh.
your yoga pants or whatever.
Oh, God.
You got all the sweating and the tightness, and then you're just you're just making yogurt.
Yeah.
Well, I actually heard something. I heard that they have this beer because yeast is beer. We're drinking beer, but there's a beer made out of yeast from the
a
vagina.
Yeah.
There's a vagina beer.
Yeah, there's a
Yes,
vagina
there's a
beer.
vagina beer.
Well,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I've seen this. I've seen an article about
Now,
this.
by your facial expression, Catherine, I don't know if you're intrigued by this or you're trying to figure out
'cause
a way to
I'm-
make money from it.
I am imagining the last yeast infection I had, and I'm going, I don't want that liquefied and bottled and or do I? I don't know. I mean,
You can make a pretty good penny from that.
I don't want to drink it, but I'll sell it to someone else.
There is
Well, you don't get high, you only
There is
buy.
some sick person on the internet that will buy
Oh
that
yeah,
shit.
there is. Yeah,
There's
there
sick
is.
You put your face next to it, they're like, oh, damn, she's hot.
I
I'll
just
drink
want to
that."
get famous enough that somebody wants to drink my pussy beer. That is
Right?
life goal.
That takes to a whole new level. That's like
You don't even have to be famous for that. I know a guy who just Wait, he's running away.
Now
right?
he's just like, she just said pussy bear. I'm gonna go throw up.
He's like, get me out of here.
It's like, are we still talking about vaginas?
I know a guy who, like, his whole thing, he just wants women to spit in his drinks, and then he drinks it.
Really?
Like, he loves it. He loves it. And at first I thought I was getting trolled. I was like, God,
Yeah.
you're good at this. But then I was like, oh no, this is just like a thing for you.
But
Yeah.
but is it like any woman or the like?
I mean, I think he has to sort of like, something about the woman,
Right. He's like, okay, I want you to eat barbecue chicken. So when you spit,
It tastes like BBQ.
Yeah, I get a little hint of like Heinz BBQ.
No, I
sweet
mean,
hickory.
I have hocked a loogie in this man's drink, which
Really?
to me is, I'm a very gross person. But it's hard to watch him actually drink it.
Yeah.
Knowing
Right.
what I like consume and like
Right.
the smoking and the drinking and just
And you
my
just spit
cock
it.
sucking like that
Yeah.
I've done. I'm like, ugh, you want that in your beverage. But hey, you know what? Do you?
I
But
feel like if you spit in his face, he'd probably pay you double.
he wants it. He wants to drink it. He goes, and then I was like, listen,
But
dude.
like, what if you just spit it right into his mouth? Like, you just like pull his mouth.
That is a thing
That's a thing. He
Yeah.
seems to like it in his drink. I told him that I would make him an entire jar of my spit, but he has to pay me for it. Mm-hmm. That's it. I'm not above that.
So now, what does he pay you to spit in his drink?
Nothing. That's what I mean. I was like, listen, the gravy train has ended. My spit costs money now.
No, like to spit in a drink, I feel like he should at least be like,
He should be tipping.
he should be tipping or like, like,
Welcome back, Randy.
The Rodney came back like, what the fuck?
Spitting.
And you were gone like
Rodney, are you a spitter?
you were
Yeah,
gone 30 seconds. You were gone 30 seconds.
What man was doing the sound was like.
Now this is why we like Mike on the show.
Mike is over there like.
Mike understands this show.
Yes, he does.
Everybody else looks at us like we're hell demons.
Right.
It's like, oh, y'all burning in hell. Mike is just like, you
Listen,
sick fuck.
listen,
That's a real question. I'm a spitter.
There's nothing wrong with being a spitter. Listen, I go down on a woman. I love it when it get like really just sloppy. Like, it just-
All over your face. You got
Yeah.
vaginas all over
like
your face.
I'm not a big fan of the squirter. Like I like the
He's
drooler.
been there.
I've been with women before.
Okay.
He's
I
bi.
Right.
He's been engaged to a woman.
I am just connecting all the dots right now. Okay,
Yeah.
we're learning about each other.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm not like a lot of guys are like I like squirters and stuff. Like I like a drooler. I'm old school. I like when it just I don't know why. I like when it just oozes. When it oozes down.
You know
'cause-
what? It's so weird. I have a vagina, and you're making me gross.
It's like, it drools like an old man on a subway after he's
Like
been
in
a
a-
happy hour
I
for
don't know if
12
this is
hours.
like in an old folks home
Like,
during bingo. He's like,
Here's why Freddie just had a stroke.
your pussy just have a stroke? What is going on?
like my pussy just went inside of me when you were describing it like that.
It's like, I like it when it's drooling.
Listen, when
like-
it comes to sex, I'm a despicable human being. When it
no,
comes
but
to sex.
I am too. But what you're saying right now is not
Well,
it's
because
like,
if you're squirting, I'm like, is that bitch you pissing on me? Like, what is going on?
yeah,
like,
he just
I know, you
prefers
see
the
those
light
videos.
drool.
I like
Yeah.
it with like
He likes to dribble.
Yeah, I don't
You know.
want, I
Little
don't want,
fountain.
I don't want like,
He likes
apple
a little-
juice coming
No,
out.
here's why I'm a
dribble.
spitter. Here's why I'm a spitter. Is because like I love giving head and like I like it when the guy gets like all the way through. He comes like and I like to catch it. Cause,
Wait,
like,
wait. Are you?
That's
Do you suck dick? Are you a dick sucker? There's a
I am-
difference.
I am a dick sucker.
Okay.
Like I go hard. I like nuts and everything.
God damn, nigga.
Yeah.
Found it.
Boom. Right. But here's the right. But here's the and I like to do it until like they bust. But then did you know that sperm lives inside your body for up to 7 days?
And
So you have a village in your stomach for
No,
like,
that's
Okay.
exactly why I spit it out.
Okay.
Right,
That's
because
right,
I
okay,
can't
right,
have
right,
like hundreds of sperm just chilling for a week.
So
There was civilization in your
Right.
intestines.
so here's my all right. So like I feel like I am like a pinch hitter for the swallowing or the spitting because it's like if like I don't know. I feel like it's rude if I spit and I was messy. Like
If I hate you, I don't give a fuck. I want that out of my body.
Oh, so
Like-
you spit it back on them? I
I'll
run to
just-
the bathroom.
I mean,
But like, I'm not sucking a dick of a person that I hate.
I
so
sleep
then
with
you're gonna
people that
swallow
disgust
it.
me.
So like, I don't like.
That makes two of us.
Like I don't.
I
So
feel-
like,
I sleep with people that I like, but those are fewer.
Right.
Yeah, it's very like, oh my God, you don't. I am not like.
I have to so like you if I'm sucking your dick. Like I have to really like. I'm almost ready to introduce you to my mom.
I do it better if I like you. If I don't like you, it's kind of more like, let's just.
I don't even need to know your name to suck your dick. It's
like because
suck
for
a
me,
ran-
like I'm not
random
getting
dick.
anything out of a dick sucking. So like, why am I doing this to somebody I hate?
Because I mean, I guess when you're in that, I mean, I've done it and it's not as
I
fun
don't know.
because
I'm
you're
more
like,
of a pleaser, so it's like
What's your sign?
I'm not
a
a.
Scorpio.
Oh, you're a psycho. I love that. I'm a Capricorn.
You're
We
a
love you.
psycho.
We love you.
You're a psycho.
What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus or a sign. What are you?
Gemini.
Oh, okay.
Okay, wait, hold on. What was that?
But nobody likes a
You're
Gemini.
like 2, 4, or 6
Crazy.
people.
Nobody.
Exactly.
No, 600.
I'm like 600.
666.
I'm like 600.
Yeah, right.
I'm like
That is the
600
mark of the
people in
beast.
bed. I'm like 600 people in bed. Okay.
I bet.
That's not
fuck me.
necessarily.
Oh,
a good thing.
fuck you.
But Scorpios, you all are a lot of fun.
Yes, we are.
And to get like with a Capricorn, you and I are very evil. It's fun. I like being evil. Sometimes.
I've had
tie
a-
me up.
I don't know. I've had a good time with a Sagittarius in bed. I must admit, Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Wow, the way you said that was like memories just came back. You're like,
Yeah.
ah,
The little
He's like
19
yesterday.
The 19-year-old's a Sagittarius.
yeah.
I've sworn off of Gemini and I've sworn off of Pisces.
Pisces are emotional. Geminis are crazy. I'm sorry, but
No,
I
we are
can't even. I
crazy.
can't even fuck with a Gemini. Like,
well,
I'm
there-
like,
well, there
you're a
goes my
Gemini.
chance.
Have a wonderful evening. Yeah, like,
Well, there goes
enjoy
my
the rest of your
chance.
life. Yeah. Gregory,
Wait, do you
I'm not
really
gonna lie, you
do
didn't
that
have
for
one.
real? I know I didn't. I know I didn't have one. Let's be honest.
I mean, I got
You really find out somebody's sign, you're like, nope, not talking to you.
for Geminis. That is the
Yeah.
one. Nobody likes a Gemini. No offense. Nobody likes a Gemini.
My whole
But what is this like? Kick Greg in the dick day? Like what is going on?
Plenty of you out there.
I
There's
gotta
plenty
tell
out
you,
there.
in
you guys need to
my
be together.
20s, I only dated Gemini in my 20s. Like, and it's just like I am a Gemini magnet, and like Geminis fucking love me. But like after you've been burnt like fucking like 12 times, you're just like, you know something? This sign does not work for me. And then I like ended up with Pisces for like half of my 30s, and I was just like,
Okay,
yeah,
but,
this is not.
Okay, but
working
why are we
either.
basing like this is what I hate about all this woo woo shit. Is like
The woo-woo?
The
Yeah,
woo-woo.
I hate this woo woo shit because people they use it as an excuse for their shitty personalities. It's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry I didn't
No,
pay
they're
you.
not.
I'm sorry I didn't pay you back that $500 you loaned me because Mercury's in retrograde and I'm a Capricorn. It's like, no, you're an asshole.
Excuse me. No, I'm sorry. Capricorns always pay their motherfucking
Like
debts.
you're an asshole. Like you can't use that in the court of law.
We do not owe money because we are good with money.
I dare you to use that shit in a court of law. Like, how do you plead? Not guilty.
I better not ever be in a court of law, and I won't be because I'm a fucking Capricorn. I dodge that shit.
See, exactly. See, like, everything's a cap. Listen, no.
Right, yeah. I'm a Scorpio. We pay people for that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Boo.
No, just, you know,
I'm a Taurus. I'm just gonna burn the whole fucking village
Oh
down.
my god.
Fight me. Fight me.
I'm gonna keep drinking this, whatever I'm drinking, this 6 Point crisp beer, because this woo woo shit, I can't.
Yeah. So now, like, can we get back to the garlic and the vagina?
Oh, yeah.
We've really strayed.
Ooh, I want the crisp.
So
this
now,
You want the crisp? Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah,
see it, I
that's
see it.
much later.
dig up
It's
in there.
super
It's
late.
It's good.
time. Yeah,
Wait, okay,
It's
so
like,
like,
a classy bud.
how do you know? What if it gets lost in there?
It doesn't get lost.
Oh,
First
it's
of all, I have a perfect pussy, and I can find anything inside of it. I can store so many things up there. Souls. No, but no, you just dig it out like anything else. It's in there right now. I would, if I have like 2 more of these, I will pull it out right now. You don't want to. He is very upset. The man recording this is like, please don't do that. Please never do that.
Or he's like, or can you?
Well, I thought it was gonna fall out of me when I was like, because I walked out of my office, and then the moment I was out in the lobby, it was like
Like,
emerging.
almost, yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm finally made it to
Well,
Labor Day
it's
weekend.
gravity. Yeah.
Yeah, but my underwear that I'm wearing has been mauled by my animal that I own, my dog.
Okay.
So it's like barely there as it is, and I just like it's.
Like it's gonna like pop out.
What is it with dogs? If my dog has done that.
Oh, they
like,
will.
they'll take your underwear and chew the crotch
Just-
out of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Just the crotch part.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know. They just want to be close to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
They're like, oh.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
I imagine I'm like, this thing is gonna fall out of me.
And you're like talking to somebody, and all of a sudden there's like garlic in between your legs.
well, not even because it would just fall straight out of the dress, right? And then
I just still wear those underwear though.
well, because they're a color. And they're not see through the dress. There's a lot. And
They're nude, like
yeah. And I just, we'll get around. I need a man who will buy me new nice underwear. But the point is,
Yeah,
it,
for
until then,
now,
it doesn't matter. But I'm like thinking
this
it's gonna
is
fall
covering
out.
your ass.
And what would happen to me? Like I was walking down the street and I'm feeling it, and it's just like right where the hole is. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is gonna fall out. And you know what's gonna happen? Some dude or anyone is going to be like, oh, miss, you dropped this, and then pick this up, and then not know what it is. Because
it's like pussy juice garlic.
Yeah, because like I cut off like all the sides, so like it was exposed because
Yeah.
it works better
Yeah.
and burns more, whatever. And so then they'd pick it up, and it would just be like this weird cube that's kind of moist and a little slimy. and then I'd be like, oh, thank you. And then what do you even do with that? I mean, let me just throw this in my purse.
It's like, then
I was like,
you only put the pussy garlic in the inside zipper portion of your purse.
I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh, God, I need this. Yeah. You're a saint. And then I was thinking about all the things that got me here, right? I was like, well, if I hadn't bought this dog, he wouldn't have chewed out the crotch of his underwear. So my garlic that fell out would have just remained in my underwear and
If I hadn't fucked
but
this
if you
dude,
had
I
to fuck
wouldn't
that
need
one
the
dude that was
garlic.
questionable,
Exactly.
then
Then maybe this wouldn't even be happening.
then I
And guess
wouldn't need
what?
garlic in the
Fuck
first place.
summer.
If it wasn't so fucking hot, I wouldn't be in this predicament to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
I got
a
that.
lot.
Can you imagine what it's like being me?
I'm kind of intrigued to experience that one day.
I like it already.
Yeah, I like no, but like I've never put garlic in my vagina
Yo,
before. To be honest,
it
I'm just
works.
saying.
It
What
works.
else have you put in there?
Like a tampon, a penis,
What about fruit? What about fruits?
fruits. No,
I would never put a fruit in my vagina.
Why not?
No.
Why the
Throws
fuck
off your
would I?
pH balance.
Whoa! Like you put a fucking piece of garlic, but
Yeah, because garlic kills yeast. I have a purpose here. Why the fuck am I going to stick a mango inside of me? Tell me that.
Say, yeah, doesn't a mango make it taste like better or
Papaya.
something?
Well, no, it's pineapple.
Excuse me. First of all,
Pineapple.
and first of all, that's eating pineapple makes it.
Yeah,
taste.
not-
And
you don't
secondly, my
inject it.
pussy tastes perfect. I've tasted it. Okay, because if you're a human,
okay, I want to
You
hear
should-
this story.
what are you talking about? I was just like, what does this shit taste like? I can smell it. I can see it. I want to know what it tastes like. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a perfect vagina that I have. Isn't that fantastic?
I'm not gonna be like, I want to know what my dick tastes like. Like,
Yeah,
no.
but like I feel like
Let me
every
tell you,
guy
some of you motherfuckers
kisses
should
you
do that.
after.
So these motherfuckers should do that. Oh God! Not this motherfucker.
No. How do you know? See, look at it. He's like, not me, but it's like, oh, but maybe. You have no idea. She's not going to look at you unless it's me. Okay, they're not going to look at you and go, this tastes like shit. I will look at you. I fucked a dude who had a kind of, he had a dick that looked like a rolling pin went over it like once or twice, right? It was a good dick.
At one point,
But it was kind of flat, right?
a flat
and
dick.
I was like, yo, you got a nice dick, but it's like flat and shit. And he was like, no one's ever told me that before. And I was like, well, take a look at it, man. I mean, I've choked on a lot of dicks, but I've never seen one like this.
Like a deflated balloon.
Shit. I had one the other day that was
Like a deflated balloon and shit. When you blow it up. Like when you blow them, did it just like expand it?
It was in a C shape. Like his dick was like somebody
Like
had
a
like
C?
It was like a C.
like you were like a bendy balloon.
like yeah, like that. Like
That's,
wow.
that's a little rough, I think.
I don't know what happened. He was from the Caribbean, so I don't know what they did to his dick over there.
It's like
Ronnie, that's Africa, nigga.
We all go to the left side in this family. You must move your dick to the left side.
Right?
You sound like Miss Cleo right now. Call me now.
I had a boyfriend who had like 2 balls, but then there was like another weird little ball attached to one of them.
Third nut.
Right, yeah, and like, you know, when you're dating, you're like, whatever, but when you break up and it's
Sexual
messy,
third eye.
yeah, and it's messy, and then they're saying shit about, I mean, this was like a long time ago, but then he's saying shit. I'm like, well, I got 99 problems, but 3 balls ain't one.
Damn. And then he cried.
He was like, it's a protein pouch. I was like, that's not a thing.
a protein pouch.
You were fucking a mutant. That's like X-Men.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Beautiful face, though, you know?
Like
I know. What if they look completely good? But
That's
like,
what I mean.
you know,
It's weird. No,
it's got a flat dick, or it's in the shape of a C.
it was a good flat dick. It was just I've never seen one like it. It was a perfectly nice dick. Like, just in case.
but like just flat.
It was just sort of flat-ish. I was like, huh. It was
Like,
just,
just like-
I mean,
like
it wasn't
a- like
flat
a
like a piece of
dip.
paper.
It was like a pancake. Was
We're all
it like
trying to
a
imagine this
pancake when you
flat
put
dick.
like a strawberry in the center and then it like kind of goes in?
Okay, imagine you take dough and you roll it between your hands like this, right? A big thing of dough.
Yeah.
And then you take a rolling pin and you go, wrap, wrap, and it's just a little... That is what this dick looks like. Damn. Good dick,
Yeah.
though. It was a good dick.
Why is there?
Well, I mean,
why
as
is there
long
a
as he
gleam in
knows
your
how
eye,
to
Rodney?
do it.
That's because all dicks
Yeah.
are different.
Yeah.
They're all so different.
There was
Yeah.
a big sparkle in your left eye.
Yeah, just because it's always interesting to me when guys drop their pants. Like, what's gonna happen? How's it gonna look? Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I fucked this one guy. He was like 6'10" or something like that, like ex-basketball player. He had the same size dick as me. And it was just like,
Was that weird? It was
got
like,
all
wait a
this
minute, like,
body and no dick.
Was it like, listen,
Oh,
either your dick got to be smaller or bigger, nigga. You can't have same size.
right? Like, I mean, I was expecting like, oh shit, it's gonna be a monster. And it was like, oh shit, it's
Well, that's like
nice.
Well, that's like,
Unexpected. I'm going to die tonight.
it's like going down. It's like, do I like an inverted vagina and do I like the roast beef look? And quite frankly, I could give 2 shits.
Oh yeah, 'cause
I'm not
that's the
into
thing.
I'm not into the meat curtains personally. That's just me though.
But isn't that what happens after you have kids? Though you have like a lot of times.
But I must have fucked a lot of women with kids.
I
shit.
do not know, and I don't want to know.
Because there's a lot of like
ate
a
meat
lot of
curtains.
pastrami sandwiches I must
That's all
have
you
eaten
do.
out.
Extra beef.
A lot of corned beef.
Oh god.
I don't know. I can't speak to the inverted or beef curtain situation, but
Everybody loves a roast beef sandwich.
But I will say that they look raw.
Well, also Arby's. Nobody loves Arby's.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Oh, well, speak for
Oh,
yourself.
yeah.
Their
Speak for
chicken
yourself.
sandwiches are fucking delicious.
See, you just said
Wait.
chicken though. You said everybody loves roast beef.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
Chicken.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You're right. Because if I'm going for a roast beef vagina, I want the best. Okay, I want.
Oh,
Like,
you getting
fucking-
Cat's Deli?
Yes, I want the fucking high quality.
That's fucking pastrami. That's not
I
even
want fucking
beef.
yeah, exactly. I want
Pastrami.
pastrami, like high grade A meat, like straight off the organic farm, like
Organic.
organic
I
I
don't
take
know.
my vagina's organic.
organic pussy.
But like,
you
like
walk
we're talking
away?
about like. Oh, wait, go on.
I was gonna say, would you walk away if like you like look down? It's just like
Hell no, nigga, I'm a
weird-looking
fucking dude.
vagina.
I'll just be like, all right, well, fuck it. I'll take one for the team, but fuck it.
you took that flat dick though, right?
Yeah, it was a good dick. It wasn't ugly. It just I was like, oh, it's a flat-ish dick. Like, you know.
Like I've never met a dude that was like, all right, that pussy looks weird. I'm not gonna fuck it. You still fuck it, but you just be like, after you bust that nut, you like, well, shit. I don't know if that was a good
So
thing.
I'll say the strangest dick that I've seen was that the balls were longer than the dick. Like, you've seen one of these like
definitely.
A very good friend of mine was in town the other day, and maybe this is the same thing, but she was trying. We ended up getting pretty high and then Googling it because she was like, "I'm telling people about this," and then they're looking at me like I'm crazy. She was like, "The balls are empty. There's nothing in there. She
It's
was like
loosey-goosey,
she was like,
and it's
she
just
was
like a sack of
she was like,
flesh.
I've even felt around in there, I'm like tickling something, and then I'm like, well, I'm gonna feel up in there, and she's like, there's no
Like,
balls.
no, it's just like
a sack.
a sack of flesh. Yeah.
And she was like, and people think I'm crazy. So we Googled it, and it's a thing. Sometimes they don't drop, and then that's kind of a problem. You might not produce sperm and blah, blah, blah. And, I don't care. But
Yeah. But like no, I've definitely there've been a couple of cases where like the balls like are longer than the dick, and so like and then when like you're in that situation and like half of you is trying to still be in the mood and half of you is on like your fucking Sherlock shit, and you're just like, is the shaft shorter than the balls? And so like you're like low key trying to measure the shit, and you're like, all right,
what
so
you gonna hold them up and compare it? What
you got a fucking
ruler in your back pocket?
like you fucking do, but like you're not also trying not to alert them that like is, but like and like a part of you're just like, oh yeah, baby, and you're just like,
I don't know, Marissa. You seem like the type, like, soon as a guy falls asleep, you bring out that fucking ruler to stretch it, like, and you're just like, all right,
it's like, wait, let me get my nightlight.
what the fuck is going on?
This is the good thing about fucking people you don't care for or respect. Because for me, if I see something weird like that, I'm like, we're gonna talk about this right now. Like, what's going on with your balls? Like,
His heart goes like this.
yeah, but
Wait, now you thought his balls were big? It goes like this.
Let me go get the tongues. Let me pull these back out.
I'm like, what's going on?
Like, well, nah, bitch, we gotta address this shit right the fuck now.
Yeah.
I know.
Wait,
What
look
if
at the
he's really
tweezer.
hot and he has a micro penis.
Oh no, fuck that. And not for me. I'm
Like-
sorry. I mean, keep living, do you? But I can't.
What are we considering a micro penis these
Nick, you
days?
better
It's
get
like 2 inches hard.
2 inches.
I mean, something
taller?
like this.
It's like that.
I killed myself before that shit happened. Fuck it.
What does this bank account look like?
Right.
I want you to buy me a room of fake dicks.
That nigga better have Scrooge McDuck money.
It's just like, well, if you can pay for many, many things, I can forget that I cannot feel you. Like,
Is it in there? Is it in there?
you know something? If you can pay for that many things, I won't even say that out loud.
You'll be thinking it for forever.
Inside, I'll just be like, oh yeah, baby. Like, oh, you're not in there? Wait, hold on.
No, if he got a micro penis, he got a shit ton of money. He got enough money to afford a dick transplant or something, or get something stuck in.
I don't know if that exists.
No, they do it in like Brazil.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
I'm comforted.
Like, can
somehow.
I don't even know.
Let's get you a trip to Brazil.
Wait,
Oh,
like,
no, I don't need no dick.
would anybody want to be fucked by a dead person's dick, though?
Ew.
Wow, is that what a dick transplant
No,
is?
it's not like a transplant. They actually implant. It's like a dick implant.
Oh, like
Like a dick-
a-
that's what I
like an
meant.
arm or a leg.
That's what I meant.
Like-
That's
like
what
a
I meant.
Transplant is
what I
like
meant.
taking a dead organ from
Listen,
like a person and
the
putting
sweet,
them.
listen, the sweet action that Chris got to my head. I meant what he said.
All right, it's like,
Implant. That's what
like,
I meant.
I'm talking about
Because a
like a
transplant-
transplant is some Franken dick shit, and like you're literally fucking a dead man's penis. Like,
How hot is the dead guy?
How hot is the penis?
That's what I want to see where the penis came from.
it's the most perfect dead penis you've ever seen.
But was it on a
It
perfect
wasn't
face?
on ice.
But you'll never see what the face looked like because you're just seeing the like. It's a perfect penis.
I gotta
You don't
know what the face looks like. I gotta know what I want the full profile. I want a dossier. You know, I want him. I want to see what his face looked like. I want to see what his bank account.
You want
what
like
kind
a
of job he
Christopher
had.
Steele dick,
Then the dick
dossier.
And then whoever it's attached to also has to be beautiful and rich. and then, oh yeah, I saw.
Who it's attached to is beautiful and rich. The penis is beautiful. You'll never see the dead person.
So it could be some weird, like Quasimodo type motherfucker just
exactly.
with some monster
Do
cock.
you see
Yeah,
the
exactly.
stitching all the way around the penis, though?
Franken dick.
What the fuck did I just say?
It's like Lorena Bobbitt's victim. It's just like it just fucking Z fucking stitches all over the shaft of the penis.
Christ, what have I done?
Oh my
What have I-
What have you done?
What have I done? I've been implants. I've been implant.
Right.
Transplant.
But do you implant a penis? I feel like you implant fake balls.
I don't
No,
know.
no, no. There's stuff that they put inside.
I don't know the science of this shit. I just came up with this shit on the floor.
Because
I've seen-
I
I've
know
seen it. I've
that
seen
you
it
can
in
have a ball
documentaries.
implant for like the guys that have like testicular cancer and they had to take out their balls. They put like fake balls in there.
They
Why
can
would you-
al-
ooh.
They can also put balls into your shaft so that you have like a shafted penis
Well, I mean,
that has ridges to it.
but like I feel like you get the same thing like when a guy's got a dick piercing. That's ridged.
Would you?
Oh yeah, when they have like a bunch of them, that's like a little ladder.
Well, here's my question to you and you, Catherine. Would y'all do that whole like vagina rejuvenation shit?
My vagina's perfect. What are you talking
I'm
about?
talking. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just say 50 years down the fucking road, when you're old and shriveled up, would you get your pussy rejuvenated?
Well, if you're
Everything-
old and shriveled
yeah.
up, then it's tight.
Yeah, the fuck-
It's
who
once you
cares,
have
right? Yeah.
kids, that's the problem. Like,
Yeah,
then
that's where you
what-
get the curtain
That's
penis.
when like
And therefore,
That's-
Yeah,
Big
but
old
there's
beef.
more people getting C-sections. Like, you can be like, just cut my fucking stomach open.
I was a C-section.
No, nobody wants a C-section.
yeah, because
I might
they
have a
rip all
C-section.
of your fucking
and then
guts
you
out.
can't move for months. Like
When you say that shit
Really?
down to that damn labor pain coming, you be like, cut
My
this
mom.
motherfucker out.
I was a C-section. I
I
thought
was a C-section too.
my mom didn't say
You
anything.
freaks.
My mom,
Oh yeah, we had a
so
fucking
you were
choice.
cut out.
Yeah.
I was natural born.
I'm like
I was
inside the
natural
stomach.
no
I'm like, excuse me, I will
anesthesia,
only
'cause,
come
like,
out.
my
as a
mom is
C-section.
fucking a
Make it.
warrior.
Fucking listen, exactly. And my mother said I didn't give her no pain. Granted, I was the 5th child that came out of her shit, so
Oh,
that's
she was just
probably
like,
why.
"What happened?"
And she was just like, all right, here we go again.
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday. Here we go. I flew out like a fucking rocket.
I'm gonna tell jokes.
I came out with a microphone and shit.
I got golden cats.
Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? This came out of my mother's pussy. How we doing tonight, doctor? How we doing?
My neck tired.
Somebody cut this umbilical cord. Shit. God damn, is this my dick on the umbilical cord? How you doing, doc? Holy shit.
Boy, is my neck tired. No, that one was fucking good.
I was a breech baby and I came out normal. I wasn't retarded.
Boy, is my neck tired.
Like, wait, am I there yet?
I'm coming. Here I come. Mic in the hand. And
No pain.
wouldn't that be funny though if I did come out my mother's fucking vagina with a mic in the hand and shit? Like, where the fuck the mic come from?
The mic in one hand and cat in the other and gold around your neck like, nigga, I'm here.
Nigga. I come out, that's my first word, nigga. Nigga, what up? Where the white women at now? You shouldn't have gave all this goddamn alcohol.
I know. I am.
for a great podcast.
I'm getting lit. When I like I'm a Capricorn, so I schedule my blackouts.
I feel it coming on.
You gotta have it by Monday.
I know. I usually they're Friday. And so
This
we're
is
starting a little
Friday.
early.
Yeah.
I know we're starting a little early.
Yeah.
And so like normally when I drink, it's like they're replenishing the vodka supply in Manhattan. the
Yeah.
next day. Like, I'm a monster. It's like clocking into a job. It's fucked up.
Oh.
I could just like not drink, or I'm like, okay, like let me have one of everything. So you know.
I feel like
I
I'm
was
just
thinking
like,
about that. Like, should
It's
I just,
binge drinking. It's binge drinking. It's not alcoholism. Oh God! Now I feel like I'm about to be at an intervention.
no,
no,
it's-
please. Oh, please. I'm the same way. I was thinking like.
those in glass houses shall not cast
Hello.
stones.
Right.
Ooh, this one's 9.1. Fuck me.
Wait, is that the resin?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm having a fun night.
Oh, fuck, you took the last resident too. God damn, you took the last one too.
Well.
So apparently I'm not going to be sober at my show later.
Neither will I.
Hashtag me too.
I know, right? Hashtag me too. And I did not touch this man. So now, Catherine, what do you feel about hugs?
I hate them.
Okay. What do
No,
you-
listen to me. Listen to me. All right. Wait. What, you had a question? You
like
can-
why do you hate hugs?
I don't.
And I also apologize that I hugged you before.
I was thinking, we're hugging, and I wonder if the psychology of two people where I'm like, maybe you're hugging me, and then you're remembering that, and then I'm remembering that, and I'm like, well, I hope she doesn't feel bad because I'm fine. I have never been an intimate person that way. I did mushrooms once. The first time I did mushrooms, I've done mushrooms many times, but the first time I did mushrooms, I realized I need to hug my very close friends just to let them know I care.
Right.
But I like intimacy in that way. Like, for example, we were talking about this. I can fuck somebody I dislike, but I'm also like, do not hold me. Do not kiss me on my forehead. Do not caress my hair. Leave. You know?
Get the fuck out.
If I like you, though, I am very like, I'll hold you. You know what I mean? I like that. I place my like affections in a very specific place. So like when I have to hug people, which is polite, right? Like if people go for a hug, I'll hug them.
Right.
But I'm kind of at this point where I'm out every night. I'm doing comedy. I don't want to hug anybody. Okay?
Right,
Like
right.
it's not personal. It's not you. It's not
Yeah.
you. I don't want to touch you. Because I don't like touching people unless
Right.
I'm going to fuck you. And even then, I don't like touching most of those people either.
Right.
You know? Like, it's like literally choke me from an inch of my life, but do not fucking touch me. You know? And it's just like who I am. And I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, I don't want to keep hugging people just to be polite to them because, like you'll have people, they're like, oh, no, come here, give me a hug. And I'm like, great. I get to just be held by this person that I sort of know,
Right.
But then even then I like if I go for a hug for you, that means I want to hug you. And like, that's a special moment, okay?
See, like, I feel like if you want to choke me with an inch in my life, like, you need to buy me a condo. Otherwise, just hug me. Like,
Well, and
I'm
I
one
don't
of
know.
those people. I walk up to people and go, "Hi, I'm a hugger."
I
meet people.
See, I'm a hugger too.
I'm a hugger.
And that's
like,
the thing. I've been
I'm a hugger too.
I will hug you. You know what I mean? But I'm kind of at that point. Like last night, I was running my show, and again, this isn't personal, but it's like I'm running around trying to do something, and then people walk in, like comics that I know, and then they each want a fucking hug, and I'm like, I definitely don't want to hug you right now. Like I'm in the middle of something. And I don't need to do this. Like this, I get nothing. This, as far as I'm concerned, is a Me Too moment for me.
like, oh my God, they hugged me.
Yeah,
Did they,
like-
like, grab your pussy? No, just a hug.
Just a hug. And it's just like a
she
me
preferred
thing.
the pussy grab over the hug.
It's like, my garlic is dropping.
I'd rather you grab my pussy than you fucking hug me.
It's like, while you're down there, where's my garlic?
Is it still in there or did it fall out back in mid
It's like, just put it back up a little. Like,
And it's just a thing. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm kind of like at that point where I'm like, I really just don't want to hug people just because they're going for the hug.
Yeah.
But how the fuck do you tell people, like, look, it's not you, it's me, please just don't touch me?
Because you don't want to look like an asshole.
Exactly.
So, like,
Right.
I've seen, like, some comics that don't like to be touched. They, like, literally, like, as soon as someone comes towards them, they just do a fist pump.
I'd put my hand out like this.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, and especially.
But, like, that, I feel like, lends itself to, like, a hand grab and then a pull in for a hug.
Especially if you're with a black dude. it's like-
incidentally,
What's up? Hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Maddie Smith, I think, does a bit about this, and I'd like thought about it, but she's doing it. But it's like guys will fist bump another guy, but with a woman, and this happens to me all the time. I'll put my hand out to shake their hand, and then they're like, "Oh no, come here!" Like as though, like
she did that to me one time. We were on the same show, and I saw her, and I was just because I'm a hugger, like, but I was like going for but I was going for like that side, like hug, like that real, like, hey, I'm not gonna get too close hug, and she put the fist out, and I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, we about to play a game of basketball, like, what's going on? Like,
I I don't want to fucking touch people.
But I will say
is that bad? I mean,
no, it's not. But
I didn't have a father. Okay, so let me just like
Oh,
ride
daddy
this
is
wave.
true.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
No, but I will say
This
this.
makes sense
there was
now.
there was one time, I will say one time where we were on the same show, you saw me, and you went for the hug first. And I know you're not a hugger, so
I don't think so, but
that,
okay.
no, it did happen. It did happen. And that meant a lot. I was like, okay, she must be
I'm
really
on her good
drunk.
side. She wants to hug me.
Yeah, or she
Oh,
just
she's really drunk.
Oh, she's really drunk.
if I've been drinking, I mean, all bets are off. I have fucked things that I looked at earlier the night, and I was like, that I borderline can't stand. And then I like find myself waking up and it's holding me, and
No,
I'm
you-
like, oh god damn it.
you were drinking because it was the day before my birthday. We hung out that night
Oh, then
because we were drinking. We had free whiskey, remember? Before on the
you know,
show.
there's been a lot of free whiskey nights in my life. But I mean, I don't know. You know, I know I'm in the minority here because a lot of people like hugging. I did do mushrooms and realized like at least hug the people that you like genuinely loved, so they know you're not just a total ice queen.
Right.
But basically, it's like, you know, we meet people every day doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I get nothing out of it. I'll just put it that way. So if you want to keep hugging me, I'll keep doing it. But I literally am like, I would rather pretty much do anything. I'd almost rather suck a dick than get a hug.
I'll totally hug anybody, but like I'm not sucking all these dicks.
Pass them this way.
Well, like that's the thing. Like with my lady, like we're polar opposites. Like if I hug you, that means what I'm saying is that I fuck with you. Like I like you. I'm embracing you.
Right.
My woman is just like you, Catherine. She's very reserved. Like she will stick her hand out and shake your hand before she hugs you. And I've seen people go like to her for a hug, and she has this look of like, what the fuck is happening right now? And she's like, why are you touching me? I don't like you. I don't know you. And like, I'm the only person she'll hug, and even that is a stretch because I don't even get all the hugs all the time.
I'm kind of awkward. Like I mean, not to go into it. The guy who's recording over here, he heard my story about. I got sent away to this camp when I was like a kid, and like, you know, it was weird. You weren't allowed to hug for too long there, but a lot of these, it was a girls' place, and like they were like, you hug like a guy. Like I'm very awkward. Like if somebody goes for a hug, I'm like, oh, we're hugging. And I'm like, we're hugging, and then I'm like, I do a back tap and stuff like that. I like, it's not. I can't imagine you get anything out of hugging me either.
Yeah, like I'm not a huge hugger, but like, so I feel like most people think I'm an ice queen, so like I assimilate with a hug. So it's just like, I am human, look, I hugged you. But it's like, but like some people I like hugging, but like when I'm with a partner, I'm like a big cuddle bug when I'm with a partner.
Yeah.
But like, you know, for like comics, I feel like a lot of guy comics feel like they like need to hug me, and then, but I'm also like super analytical. So like, if someone hugs me different than they've hugged me before, then I'm trying to analyze, like, what is the difference in our relationship now? Because it's like, before when you used to hug me top of shoulders and you went in and your butt was sticking out. But this time when you hugged me, you were like more in and our chests touched. What does that mean?
Because that was my question, is because you have boobs. So like when you hug somebody, those go onto the guy a lot of the times.
I don't want to be close to anybody like that.
just having your boobs on somebody.
So I feel
I
like
hate it.
when Sean Noah Knower was leaving and I was saying goodbye to him, and we hugged. We did this like over shoulder, both of butts out, nothing touching each other.
Middle school dance.
Like
We did the same thing. It came
So,
back
like,
to us like a side.
it was just like this, like, all right, we're hugging, we're acknowledging we're people that know each other, and we're hugging, but we're not touching each other kind of hug. And I'm like, I'm completely fine with this hug. Like no one, like other than the awkwardness, no one's uncomfortable with this hug. This hug cannot be misconstrued in any way, shape, or form.
But do you think like sometimes like culture plays a big factor? Like for example, like especially with like black folks, like when we greet each other, it's very ceremonial.
Right.
And like my high school, when I was in high school, I went to high school with a lot of Latinos. My high school was predominantly Latin, and Latin people and Italian people are very, affectionate. Like I remember like my first day in this new school, like I had like Puerto Rican girls like giving me kisses on the cheeks. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it could be a cultural thing too.
No, well, white ladies do bullshit like that too. I remember high school. Every time there was like a break in, you know what I mean? Or like you were passing in class, it was like, oh my god, like you hadn't seen that person
Yeah.
in years, and everybody, I just, it sickens me.
But then I feel like some guys give you a hug and like their like whole body is pressed on you, like you can feel their dick on your thigh.
God.
Like,
Okay, don't put me out there,
like,
Marissa.
Oh, you never hugged me like that, girl.
Listen, I'm not trying to fuck you, Rodney.
Don't knock it till you try it.
But like, no. You're real interesting now. No, but I will say this, like, well, like for me, like I'm a big dude, so like it's like I'm like, so when I hug, I'm like just like swallowing, like, but I have to be very conscious, like I don't want to think I'm a fucking creep, like give me a hug.
Yeah. No, and you're like super tall, and like sometimes when I hug you, I feel like, am I touching him inappropriately? 'Cause, like,
am I touching his dick right now? Like,
are you ever gonna try to hug me again?
Probably yeah, because I'm a rebel.
The fuck?
I won't.
Like, we had this whole conversation.
But no, I just.
it's like one day she'll love me back.
I'm just gonna fucking just piss her off now. No, but see the thing, I've known you for a while, so I know like if we see each other and you stick your hand out, like I don't take it personally because I know you.
It's not
like
I
know
think a
you.
handshake, a good handshake.
Like, I know you.
Is respect. I see
Right.
that as like if I'm gonna shake your hand,
Right.
that means I give a fuck. I'm like, I respect your ass, whatever. A hug, I'm like, this is some pansy ass garbage bullshit.
some bullshit.
But I know you though.
All right.
I know you.
I like we have a limited amount of time, and I have one more question for Catherine before we go and we start wrapping up and doing our rounds. But as quickly as we can do this, what are your thoughts on pissing in the shower, Catherine?
I'll do it.
You're a piss in the shower lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like like a piss on a person in a shower?
No. But just pissing in the shower in general. I pee in the shower.
Just
Do
in
you
like
squat or you just let it come out?
What do you mean squat? Why the fuck would I sweat? I mean, I don't get into a dry shower and just like pee and then like exit.
She's gonna want.
I'm not like I'm not like pissing in a shower over a toilet. But if I'm like in the shower and we got the water running, yeah, I just let it all hang out.
She's gonna clean herself, Rodney. Stop looking.
Right.
Don't act like.
I mean,
you never
there's
did
water
it.
everywhere.
No, because I have a dick, so when I do it, it's aiming towards something.
yeah, but it's still
Opposed to
going in the
straight
drain.
down your leg.
What are you aiming at? This is not a
But
shooting
you're
range.
still in the shower.
I've been pissed on.
See, this is Rodney being like a hyper vigilant sexist right now.
I know, sorry.
I have to aim at something.
I got a dick if I'm pissing in the shower. Women can't piss in the shower.
The only reason I wish I had a dick is so I could pee out of a speeding car. Okay, because you motherfuckers can do that.
Yeah.
But
I
you
can't
could
do
get a go girl.
that's the point. I have to attach a thing to do a thing to just live my life and pee out of a speeding car. Okay, you can just whip your dick out and be like, "Here we go. That's it. It's game over." I mean, I piss in the street a lot from drinking. I might end up doing it later tonight. Who
That
knows?
makes two of us, sister.
Yeah, right. But like, it's harder. You got to pop a squat. You got to do a whole thing. There's a production. I mean,
Right.
you don't have toilet paper. You're basically hoping for a nice air dry.
Yeah.
You end up with a yeast infection.
Cotton panties, girl. You gotta do cotton panties.
I've been going no panties, and that's not
helping because like you still need something to absorb moisture.
Is that what it is? The cotton will absorb?
Like yeah, the cotton absorbs moisture without
then
allowing
you wouldn't have to use
festering.
that garlic.
I told my mom about a yeast infection one time. She was like, "You need to quit touching yourself with your dirty hands."
She's like, have you been in the subway?
You're just touching those subway poles and going to town on your bean, girl.
Oh,
You have to wash your hands when you come in the house.
Inside both houses.
My mom
The
was
house
like,
of the Lord and the house of the roast beef.
my mom. If you met my mom, it's like it's hard to believe. You're like, oh my god, how did you end up with me? Because my mom is very classy, very polite, very nice. Not like square, but just very like sweet. You know. So then when you recognize, like, you know, you've heard my stand. I mean, whatever. You're just kind of like, I feel so bad for you. And she's like, well, I'm just a survivor. You know, like.
I'm actually getting nervous because, like, I talked about coming out of my mother's vagina, and my mother's like dead, so I'm scared that she's gonna
Jesus.
fucking haunt me from beyond the
She
grave.
is haunting you right
She's
now.
like,
I'm right.
she's like,
You're like your mother's spider vagina.
she's like, you motherfucker, I bought you a better than this. You gonna talk about my shit, nigga? And just beat the shit out of me while I'm sleeping. Like, I'm fucking
No,
nervous.
she might be
So-
laughing like that's how you came out.
We gotta wrap this up, you guys. But before we go, I just want you to tell everyone where people can find you on social media, what products you're working on, what shows you have going on next. I will start with you, Gregory Hall.
Well, for starters, I will be at Broadway Comedy Club tonight on your show, 10 p.m. And also on September 25th at the People's Improv Theater at 10 p.m., I will be doing my first half hour. So
Nice.
if you are in the tri-state area, come through. You can go to thepit.com and get your tickets. And you can find me on Twitter at Gregory Hall 5000 and Instagram Gregory Hall 5000.
Catherine Henson.
Just follow me on Instagram. I put everything on there. My Instagram is ew, that is spelled E-W. Girl, you nasty.
Ew, girl, you nasty.
It's all spelled out. So E-W-G-I-R-L-Y-O-U, nasty. I made out with a porn star recently. That was a highlight of my life.
Nice.
I thank you. And I sat in a tub of ramen noodles. That was some months back, but you better scroll.
Yeah. Ew, girl, you nasty.
Let's party.
You have any shows coming up?
I mean, yes, all the time. I mean, is this like live right now?
Yes.
I mean, I'm at Bar None in like 20 minutes.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm at New York Comedy Club at 5 o'clock, Broadway Comedy Club at 6, Old Man Hustle at 8. I mean, if anybody can just follow my Instagram.
Ew, girl,
I
nasty.
just put everything there if you care. Please murder me.
Ronnie Daniels.
I'm gonna be hosting at the Broadway Comedy Club tonight with you two funny geeks, right?
Yes.
Fashionably Funny, doing my thing at 10 p.m. And I got booked on a bunch of shows coming up, so be looking out for that on my Instagram, Rodney Daniels, Facebook, Rodney Daniels, and Twitter, Rodney Daniels. You can catch me here every week with Marissa Smith doing Big Talking Brewskis. And Marissa Smith.
I will be at Fashionably Funny tonight at Broadway Comedy Club at 10 p.m. You can catch me tomorrow at Otto's Shrunken Head for Merriment and Mortification at 6:30, and I will be at the Pit at 9 o'clock for Mothballs.
Yes,
Yes. I've got a bunch of shows coming up in September, so you can follow me on Twitter at Marissa Smith. Follow this show on Twitter at Big Talkin' Brew, and also check out my other podcast, Blamestorming. On Twitter, we're at the Blamestorm, and you can follow both shows on iTunes. And remember, you guys, if he impeaches Sessions, Mueller's gonna lose his shit. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.